brown ochre. I want to start working in that little area by the nose, in between the nose and the eye. Now I did run out of my, oh my goodness. I ran out of my umber. So I have my walnut brown from my polychromos. So you don't have to do that. You can continue with, you know, your umber that you have. But I'm just going to start with my brown ochre. And I'm just going to come in here and try to follow the direction of the fur. Just very lightly. Now we already have that light ochre that's down already, so we don't have to worry too much about that for undercolor anyway. We're going to come in here too. There's some of that line is still showing from the trace. So I'm just going to come in here and kind of scrub it a little bit with my cream. Try to pull some of that color out. It's looking better. Okay. All right. Let's do a little bit more of the brown ochre. Now this area here, I'm going to have to, like right in here, this is going to have to get lightened up because this area is a little bit thinner. It's the, just like right by that nose. It's just a little bit thinner. So let's get our light ochre out. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more. Just bring it this way. Now this area in this in here is a little bit more brown, like more like a tan. So I'm going to go ahead and use the light ochre, and then we're going to come on top of it with our granite rose. So let's bring some of this up here, that granite rose. See, it's going to turn it into a little bit more of a tan color. It's going to soften that yellow. And we're going to close that gap. See how it kind of closed it in. This is a different color. We'll have to go through with some darker colors as well. I'm going to put a little bit in here too, just to soften that yellow. And then go ahead in with your brown ochre again, and we're going to darken it. Just sort of scrubbing. I'm not pushing hard. See, that's starting to look really nice. So we can even come in here with some of our brown ochre, just very lightly, just to bring more of that brown. We don't want it to be as dark as that though. So you put some brown ochre down, and then we'll go back over it with some of our light ochre. And then I'm going to go ahead again with the granite rose, and we will soften it once more. Looks good. So now we're ready for the cream. Cream is going to be like the same deal. Now this is a little bit brighter than this area here on the nose, so we want to keep it a little bit lighter pressure here. We just want to add some of it. Just like this. Okay, now I'm going to take my, this is my walnut brown from my polychromos set. Again, I ran out of my other color, so I had to kind of resort to a different set. So just use your umber unless you want to switch. So I'm just sort of scrubbing back and forth like I've been doing the whole time in this area. I'm just going to darken it a little bit. I'm going to start getting a little bit wider scrubbing here. I don't want to get it too dark. And then I think I'm going to go back through with my brown ochre. And that's going to help to soften that darker brown. It's going to help blend it into that bottom layer. Just bring it this way. I'm just going to pull a little bit in here, bring in a little bit more brown. I think that looks nice. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit more of the cream here. I might do a little bit of pale yellow as well. Let's throw in some pale yellow in here. Just soften some of that pink. And then get some cream. And remember, it's not as bright over here, so if you want to, you can come through here and just add a little bit more pressure, and it will soften all that right up. Put a little in there, just soften it a little more. And see, now we have those dark spots that we need to address. Let me get out my black. I have ivory black still. Start placing it. And I'm going very light. I'm not making it real dark. I'm just kind of putting a few strokes in each little area. And then these little spots here, just go ahead and add a little bit. If you want to sharpen your pencil, this would be a good spot for that. You don't have to though. I keep rotating my pencil to make sure I have a little bit of a sharper point. And I think I'm going to soften those spots with my walnut brown or my umber, if I had umber.